If it costs you your peace, it is not aligned. Do we believe in that? If that's true, something that cost me my peace, it's not aligned. A lot of things are not aligned. Trying to guess what's in other people's head, definitely not aligned. Trying to predict the future, not very much aligned. So what is aligned? That's more fun to think about. It's aligned to treat yourself like royalty. Royalty is never late. They're always late, but it's more like everyone else is early. Royalties are waited upon. Who can tell royalty when to be where? No one. I was, in fact, I was about to go outside for a run, but it's raining really bad. And I had to ask myself, am I doing this because I feel like I should, or because I really wanted to? I wanted to. I really feel like I should. I don't want my pants to get wet, so I'm here. And it does cost me my peace to try to find the exact pages in this book. However, every child is born a king, a queen, or at least with the potential. When I woke up this morning, I kind of wondered, will I make a video today? And if so, about what? There's this one topic that's been on my mind ever since I read it, but not like constantly. I think it has to do with my own childhood, my own brain a lot. It's basically this. For some children, having a lot of toys can actually be, and I'm thinking about this for my own sake, having a lot of toys can actually take away from your creativity. If it costs you your peace, so sometimes that can feel overwhelming, overstimulating to have plenty of toys, plenty of stimuli. And basically I've been thinking about this. It's that some brains actually works better with less. That's all I guess. No, it's not all. It's not all. Isn't it strange that creativity can bloom more with less materialistic things, more nature, more life, less fake? I wish I was able to put this into words because there's actually something I wanted to share about that, but whatever, we can just go and make our pants. And okay, let me just share this song then. Frequency of touch. For a short period last year, I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would listen to this song on repeat. Our silence speak louder than all the toys. I would listen to this again and again and again and again. And I think a lot of children actually are like that. I met Artistic Soul, and he said the same thing. So when he was a child, even he didn't care about the toys. He was just, he would rather sit alone watching the sea than playing with toys. Isn't that strange? I don't think it's that strange, but what I think is strange is that it has come to be normal for children to have so many toys that it's hard for them to even keep their room tidy. And now we're yelling at the children for not keeping their room tidy, when at this point it has become impossible. An impossible task. Too many things, too much distractions, too much stimulation. And again, the children are being blamed for our escape, attempt to escape truth. If I was ever to have children in this life, 90% of the population would most likely consider me crazy and irresponsible. And I think that's a very good reason to never have children. But it's also a very good reason to reflect upon what you truly want. What do you truly need? Sun came, I went outside, and I had this crazy realization. I said crazy just to make you more curious. It was a crazy realization. Realized that the people in my life that I feel like I can fully be myself around, I could probably count them on one hand. And my mom is not one of them. My own mom is not one of them. She would probably cry if she heard that. And, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just strange. Like, how did we get here? Putting your life, yourself online and being scared of your own mom. The thing is that if I'm going to get to the end of this day, feel satisfied, I have to make a move or two. And I also want to speak more about Patermuse, but let's just first leave her. Let's be living Patermuse, and then maybe she'll explain herself, hopefully. We'll see. So if I look around my life right now, 0, source, my destiny, says that I have everything I need to go and reach all of my dreams and to live my ultimate best life in this lifetime. And if I looked around me with a normal perspective, it's very hard to understand that. So every hour, every minute, we have this choice to take a little step or to keep postponing. To take a little step or to settle. And so what I'm starting to understand is that with enough little steps, enough times, this is enough for crazy things. I don't know how. This is what messes with my brain these days. It's that my goals, my dreams, my visions, they're out of the ordinary. I haven't seen anything like it in real life, which means that some days I want to give up. I want to throw in the towel because my brain, it can't figure it out, and it's not meant to. I'm hearing this, it's not meant to. It's not meant to. But man, that's scary. That's part of the growth, okay? But I'm super curious if everything I've heard and everything I believe in, where I'll be in say a few years, because at this point I think it would be impossible to predict even where the world is in a few years. Things in my life has to change. They are changing. They have been needing to change for a while. And I guess the only sane thing to do is to keep walking, to not give up. And thank God we have good people, good books, and good energies that can guide us through the process, even when the easy thing would actually be to throw in the towel. It would be the easy thing. But are we here on borrowed time? You're not here on borrowed time. Or are you? Oh, this was so good. I'm going to share it. Monday asked me, when are you going to stop calling your suffering sacred and start calling peace your home? Today. It's today. Cold feet is no longer sacred. We need to keep moving. We need to keep the beast in check mode. Alright, stay tuned where this life is in a few years, because I really hope it's not right here. It's amazing, but I hope that this is part of the process and not the destination, okay? Let's say a little prayer for that. It's up to us now. It's up to us now. Angels cannot change our life for us. We have to this has suddenly turned into a sewing vlog, okay? And let me show you my situation. Look at that. Can you please wish me luck finding the right pattern pieces? I know they're somewhere, and if not, I would have to make new ones. The thing is that we almost finished the pants, but I can't finish them before I cut the shirt, because I don't know exactly how much fabric we have, and there's not that much extra. There's no extra. Not like me. I'm starting to think we will have enough fabric, but I will double check this right now, even if I'm kind of nervous. But let's just decide. I need to have enough, so we will have enough. This is just me documenting. First time ironing on, interfacing on this new board, which means we need to be very careful. Look at this. Very careful. It's so true that one of our biggest problems in life for modern humans is that we try to predict our future based on our past and what has happened. So for example, every time I want to share something about medical medium or diet and lifestyle, I know, or no, I wouldn't know. I think I'm going to be met with judgment and critic. And that's fair enough. It's not like I could say anything and it's all good and true, but you know, it's from the heart. It's like, for me, it comes from the place where this is really this is really good information, and I really want to share it, and I really believe it can be good for you, and it comes from that place. But sometimes, you know, I don't know how to communicate that, and other times I communicate that to the wrong people at the wrong time. But so the challenge is still to stop making decisions from what has happened and to start making more decisions from now, right now. And I'm going to grab this opportunity to speak on this topic. I was asked okay, this is silly, but I don't know if they have this in other countries, but we have this milk, and it's supposed to be good bacteria for the gut in the milk. What's the problem with that? Where to begin? Should we begin with the fact that there's probably no real blueberry in there? Yeah, I think there is actually a real blueberry in there. Maybe half a real blueberry in every liter of this thing. You know, wild berries is actually one of the best places to get the probiotics, prebiotics. It's actually another word for those good bacteria that survives all the way down to where they need to go in order to be of benefit. It's elevated biotics. It's not something you can buy and take, because those good bacteria for your gut, yes, there's a lot of science on it and a lot of great articles on it probably, but none of them or a fraction of them will actually survive all the way to the ileum or where they need to be in order to, for example, help you produce the B12 that you need. And B12 is also nothing you can really take from food. It's something that you have to produce. So cow produce their own B12, humans produce their own B12, which is why if we gave human meat to a cow, because we have B12 in the human meat, the cow would, yes, take a blood test. Oh, you have B12, but that's actually human B12. So the cow cannot use this B12. Same thing happens when we eat or drink whatever from the cow. We'll take a blood test. Yes, there's B12 in our blood, but that B12 is not something we can use because it's not bioavailable with the B12 humans actually need. There's a great podcast show on that, but this is about elevated biotics, and it's true. Probiotics, we need it. It's true that it's so important, so great, but it's not true that you can drink milk, which already is a huge problem in and of itself, and then get those good bacteria. It's a very great commercial, but it has nothing to do. If anything, that will most likely make your gut flora worse, liver worse, everything worse, because it feeds viruses and bacteria. All dairy feeds viruses and bacteria. It doesn't matter if it's in butter or if it's in ice cream or if it's in probiotic milk. Point is that berries, wild berries, and something you grow in your garden and you eat it directly from your garden, that's where those real elevated biotics are. So we eat those, and even one wild blueberry maybe you ate in your childhood that had that elevated biotics on it, it can help you when you get sick 10 years later. It can be that one thing that saves you because of that rich flora which is there. I'm not saying probiotics are bad. I'm just saying they're most of the case, medical medium information, most of the case, all probiotics are ineffective. And why do I care to say this? Yes, I care because we deserve the best. Your body deserves the best. And wild foods is the best way to get those bacteria so that we can protect our immune system and produce the B12 we need, because it's that important. Yeah, so based on my past, I would shut up about this, and I would shut up about most things, and I probably will. It's just that we have to start somewhere. It's so stupid of us, me, to think, oh, I'll start when I'm the living proof, but maybe I already am the living proof, you know. in the end, I don't care so much if people drink milk or do whatever, but what I do care about is if anyone's out there like me and we do those things because we heard it's good for you, or we wouldn't have done it if we knew better, you know, if there was something even better, even better. And now it turns out there's much better things, and for those who are ready, I think the information should be everywhere, easy to find, so easy to find. Could someone please tell my previous self that she had more than enough fabric and she should not worry about not having enough fabric? We have plenty. Tell her, please tell her, go tell her. So perhaps Tina, if instead of I'm just letting you know, your past self, that perhaps you, instead of focusing on that a lot of people might disagree on your choices, what about focusing on the upside and why you believe in those in the first place? Why wouldn't you? Well, why don't you? I'm scared. You know, the thing is that I don't agree with 90% of people either, so we're good. We're good. About the cat's club, oh, he keeps calling. We gonna leave it at that.